What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Card Craze Central, and we are all about the cardboard here. Primarily, we focus on sports cards, but also dabble in the TCG market with some Pokemon cards as well. It's kind of been my new obsession lately. But anyway, we are going over our business numbers. If you click this video, that's probably why. Basically, what we do is we provide a monthly update on how our business slash hobby, because this is a hobby at the end of the day. We are a part-time card collector, part-time card seller, and we basically just try to make some money to fund the hobby because it is so darn expensive. And that's what we like to highlight here. Basically, we go over our social medias, how we're doing there. We go over some of our sales, some of our numbers, the expenses, all the business side of stuff. And then just what's going on in the market, what are we looking at, and how we're doing it. So make sure you stay till the end to get all of that wonderful detail. But with that being said, guys, if you enjoy this content or you enjoy seeing my face on your screen, do us a favor, hit the like button, comment down below. It helps you be more engaged with the algorithm. It gets the video out there a little bit more. And if you haven't already, guys, hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell so you get notified every time we post a video so you don't miss a thing over here at Card Craze Universe. But without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. So, as always, we are starting with our social medias and starting with our true backbone of this whole business and hobby, what really funds our hobby right now, Whatnot. We primarily sell all of our cards on Whatnot, and that has been something that we've been focused on, especially if you watched last month's video. If not, check it out up here. Our big goal for Whatnot is 5,000 followers. So, looking at where we were last month, we were at, let me, hold on, time out. So, looking at last month, we were at 211 followers. We got, as of April 14th, when I'm recording this video, guys, we are up to 265 followers on Whatnot. So we saw about 54%, 54 people have joined our Whatnot community. Hoping to get that up to 5,000. Our goal is by the end of the year to hit 5,000 followers on Whatnot. So make sure you check out Whatnot. If you have not signed up for Whatnot, check out this QR code where you will get $15 free to use on Whatnot. You don't have to use it with me. You can use it with any creator, anybody that's streaming on there. Free $15 just for signing up and using the code. Or if you're already on Whatnot, guys, check that out and check our shows. I try to post all of the shows lined up so you can bookmark the shows. Make sure you guys get notified of those. But it's a fun time. Even if you're not trying to buy anything, even if you just want to come hang out, it's a good old time. Like to conversate, talk about what's going on in the market, what's going on with cards, and just like to have a chill place to kind of relax and chat about cards. So yeah, that's our big number for Whatnot. We also hit a milestone this month, guys. We are officially part of the Rewards Club on Whatnot. That has been one of my bigger goals for this channel, is to really get that reward club, mainly because it gives back to you guys, right? So if you're not familiar with the Rewards Club, it's basically like a reward tier system for interacting with sellers. So just by watching shows, buying things, you get put into these reward tiers and you get rewards. I know I'm saying rewards a lot, but you get like money off. For instance, part of our Rewards Club, we're just basically doing money off of each purchase. So like $2 off, $4 off, and then you $5 off. So you just get more money off each purchase to then buy more cards. So just a way to kind of give back to you guys for sticking around. So that was kind of huge. I really wanted to get that going on Whatnot. So we finally reached that. So that's huge. That was a big turning point this month. So that was awesome to hit that. Another goal we have for Whatnot is to sell 1,000 items on Whatnot. We're currently at 371 total orders on Whatnot, so we're climbing there. We're getting closer to 1,000 orders on Whatnot. Looking at the last 3 months, we're at 130 total orders over that course, so we're averaging about 42 orders a month. So definitely could get that. That definitely needs to be brought up a little bit, especially if we want to hit that 1,000 sold items in this year. So you might be wondering, how are we going to do that? So primarily before this month, I was streaming once, maybe twice, about once a week or once every other week. So no more than 4 times a month, right? To get to that 42 orders per month. So sat down, getting ready to record this video. What I've decided to start doing is actually be on Whatnot more. Especially with the rewards tier, I want to make sure that I'm on there enough to make the rewards tier achievable for some people. And that way we get more cards. So to get that 42 orders up to about 100 orders is where I would want to be. 100 orders to 120 orders a month. We're going to need to be on double the amount we're currently on, right? So now I'm looking at being on Fridays and Saturday nights. So back-to-back days, just kind of selling singles, selling packs, primarily doing baseball only on Friday nights, and then doing like a mixed sport on Saturdays is kind of what I've been doing. And what the plan is going forward is kind of just, you know, have baseball strictly for Friday, because that's I enjoy baseball. I enjoy collecting baseball. I have a lot of baseball cards, so it makes sense right now to strictly have one show focused on baseball, and then opening up the second show to other sports. I do have a little bit of football and basketball still, some hockey cards as well. I have a lot of soccer cards, so opening that up for kind of that stream and that side of things. So that is the goal. Also, another huge goal, I think last month we were averaging, our orders was like $1.37 per order. That has actually gone up to $3.17. So that means that's good, because now we're selling, we mainly start most of our auctions at $1. Every once in a while, if I have more into the card and I need to get $2 or $5 out of, I'll start it at that. But for primarily, we try to start things at $1. With that, that means that we're getting more better cards, in my opinion. We're getting cards that people want, so they're willing to spend a little bit more on them rather than the $1.17 or $1.37 we were at prior. So exciting to see that number go up a little bit, and that kind of goes into our goals of like trying to get better cards. Right now, when I first started out, I was really just buying just anything I could get my hands on, but now I'm being a lot more particular, especially when we're selling cards and restocking inventory. I'm trying to get cool cards, better cards, more case hits. I mean, there obviously has to be a balance there, right? Like we have to have a lot of the we have to have some of the more expensive cards, some of the cool cards, but then also balance that out with some of the lower end, low tier cards. So trying to find that balance, especially on the Whatnot show, and just making sure I have inventory for that. So that is Whatnot. That is the Whatnot spiel. Moving on to our next social media, Instagram. This is another big one for us. We have some hefty goals on Instagram, and I am holding myself accountable. Last month we talked about being consistent. I was consistent for probably half the month last month. So that is definitely an improvement. Got to call the improvements out when we can. But what could have been a lot more efficient, a lot more consistent on Instagram. So our goal on Instagram is to get to 1,000 followers. That is a huge goal, especially for this year, considering we were at 53 followers on Instagram last month. We are now at 58. So I mean, we gained five followers. So that's huge alone. That's awesome that we're in the positive direction. We're growing each month. That's what we want to see. But again, need to really focus on Instagram. So how am I going to do that? I need to do more short form content. Reels. I haven't been doing any of those. I need to do more reels, and I just need to post more consistently as I'm buying cards, as I'm getting cool cards, maybe doing some more content on there. Maybe some videos like this on there. That's my goal for growing on Instagram as well. So that's kind of the plan. I'm trying to post a photo, at least a photo a week. I know that's not a lot, but it is tough, guys. That's a lot. It's a lot to do with everything else going on. Again, this is part-time. So trying to post once on there and also do a reel potentially. That's kind of the goal I've set for myself for this next month, to see how we're doing. So one photo, one reel per week. Hopefully we can stick to that, and hopefully we'll see those numbers grow a little bit. But I'm also starting to do a lot more research on Instagram and the algorithm behind it and how to really grow. So I'm watching a lot of content, doing a lot of research on just how to grow on Instagram to get that number up as well too. So also, guys, if you haven't already, follow us over on Instagram. There should be our picture or something here. Links are also down below for Instagram. So if you guys want to shoot us a follow over there, appreciate it. And you guys can see some of the cool cards we're picking up and more of the insider look to these videos as well too. So make sure you check it out. Moving on over to eBay. eBay is another platform we sell on. It was a hard month on eBay, guys. We started the month out hot where we sold a couple cards, but it's such a hit or miss for us on eBay. So I've changed my strategy on eBay a little bit. Typically before I was just putting buy it nows up there, trying to move cards that way. But in that nature of the sports card market, something I've learned is you have to move quick, right? Like the more cards you have is the more money in inventory, and if the money's in inventory, then we can't buy cool cards or better cards when there's a deal out there. So because of that, I'm changing the way our eBay store will kind of work moving forward. So currently everything that is on my eBay store is going to have about one more week to either sell or get offers on. But then once they start coming to the renewal point of those, like, because the buy it nows are about 30 days, I believe. So once they start coming to that 30-day mark, I'm then going to stop the buy it nows, turn them to 99-cent auctions, 7-day auctions, and just let them run, see if they sell. If they sell, then great, we're moving it. If they don't sell, then we're going to try to put them in lots and then sell them in lots on Whatnot, starting at $1. Just because you got to make I can't have so much money tied up in inventory, and I think a lot of you guys have commented on that in the past, that I have so many cards, and while it's good to have a lot of cards, but it's not good to have a lot of cards that nobody wants, if that makes sense. So that is kind of the goal. Start utilizing more of the auctions on eBay. If we lose a little bit of money on the eBay stuff, we lose a little bit of money, but at least we'll have that money back in our pockets to then buy cooler cards. So because of this method, I know we originally had a goal of selling 500 items on Whatnot, but we've kind of moved away from that goal just with the new structure. We're kind of just testing the waters on eBay, really trying to find our flow, what's going to work well for us on eBay. So that's eBay in a nutshell. A little different direction, but we'll see how it works. So if you guys haven't, check out the eBay store as well too. Again, all of the links are down below, so it's there. Then finally, it brings us to this. It brings us to YouTube. How are we doing on YouTube? What are our goals? Where are we at? So last month when I made the video, we were at 428 subscribers. We are currently at 447 subscribers. So that is a huge month for us. We went up almost 20 subscribers in a month, which is awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you that click the video, that interact with the videos, leave comments, like the videos. I appreciate all of it. It's cool to kind of see this growing, kind of cool to see the community building. It's also really cool and exciting to see the same names commenting on each video, commenting on each of the business videos. I interact with every comment that's left, guys, so if you want to leave a comment, feel free to, and I'll definitely respond. And yeah, it's cool to kind of start seeing the community be built. It's cool to see a lot of the people from YouTube also checking out the Whatnot streams. I know a couple of you guys have popped into the Whatnot, sat and chatted. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, supporting the Whatnot, supporting the journey, really, supporting this this hobby that's so much fun. And yeah, it's so cool to think about. It's so cool to see us growing on these platforms and putting in work and being more consistent. So it's definitely cool. And now some of the downfalls of YouTube. So we've kind of hit the year mark, so we're starting to kind of get our groove on YouTube, starting to kind of understand like the content we're putting out. It's getting a little easier to make content too. So I mean, just doing it for this long, or not this long, but a year. I've learned a lot. So because of that, also I've kind of gone away from YouTube Shorts, and I think that was a mistake. I need to go back into YouTube Shorts. I saw a lot of views coming from those, so I'm gonna try to start doing more shorts, which is kind of tying into our original goal with Instagram with doing Reels. So if we can do the Instagram Reels and the YouTube Shorts and kind of play those off of each other, hopefully we'll see some more views coming onto the channel, which then leads to more people watching it, which then will lead to more people subscribing, which leads to this community getting bigger. So that's kind of the end goal, right? Is grow the community, have fun with this, right? So that is the goal for YouTube. And that wraps us up for our social medias, guys. It was a crazy month, lot to talk about, and I appreciate all of you guys checking it out. So, which will lead us to our next kind of topic, one I feel like a lot of you guys are here for, and you guys enjoy this part of the video, where we get into the numbers of the business, how much we spent, how much we made, all of that good stuff. This was our biggest spent month ever on the channel. We bought a new camera, we bought a new microphone to kind of get more POVs, get better videos. Mainly, I bought it because we were going to our first card show as well too. So we had the card show expense. We went to the Philly card show. It was a blast. But with that, I was planning on getting a bunch of content for the Philly show, but I got there, didn't end up filming any of it because I was just so overwhelmed by like all of the deals, all of the cards. I was buying and selling. I wish I got it on camera, but learned for next time. Planning on going again in, I think there's 2 more shows this year. Planning on hitting up one of those. So we'll see where it goes. But, so we bought camera gear. Obviously, we bought cards. We did our first break on Whatnot. And just other like business expenses like buying top loaders, buying things to ship the cards in, buying penny sleeves, all of that stuff. So brought us to a grand total of $1,058.36 in total business expenses. That's with the cards we bought. It's with travel, basically everything that we had to do that went into the business this month. I know a lot of you have kind of wanted that breakdown a little more, so we spent $561 in cards between Whatnot, just different card shows, different local card shops. We spent $107 on supplies, on shipping supplies, between the bubble mailers we use, and also penny sleeves and top loaders. It cost us $30 to get into the card show, which honestly is really not that bad at all. That was super cheap in what I thought. We also bought some camera equipment, and then Whatnot fees, eBay fees. That totaled to about $120 total that we had to pay. So that brought us right to $1,058.36. So crazy month for us. That was the most we've ever spent. But it was also super cool because we've also made the most we've ever spent. So we ended up selling $527 at the card show on our cards, which was absolutely awesome. It was so cool to sell so many cards. A lot of them were low end too, so it was nice to move just a ton of cards that were just sitting stagnant. We also sold $40.16 on eBay, and then we sold $427 on Whatnot. So that brings our total to $1,093.16. So we actually made $40-ish on the month. So, which is nice. So now we're kind of getting to move that $40 into more product. And we also have a lot of, well, not a lot, but we have some cards left over from the Philly show that are still in our inventory, so we're still planning, like, we'll still be able to make money on that. So it's cool that we kind of broke even on the month, and yeah, it was just a crazy cool month. So some of you might be wondering, what are we buying? What are we looking at? Where's the business going the next month? So what I've kind of been doing is buying better cards, like I talked about, trying to get more numbered cards, get more autos, get more name players. I think the past couple months I've been focusing on a lot of Bowman stuff, Bowman first. We're getting a lot of like rookies and kind of holding and waiting, where I'm trying to now start to kind of move more into like the well-known players, try to move those cards a little quicker. Hopefully they'll move a little quicker, but get some lower numbered stuff, get some better autos. Also trying to dabble more into the Pokemon sector. I really like full arts. So I've been trying to buy some full arts here and there. I've been buying both Japanese and the English set full arts, so I'm buying a lot more singles. And I've also kind of worked on not buying as many packs and not buying as many like sealed product. I'm trying to work on just buying singles at a decent price and then being able to sell them at a decent price. So that has kind of been what I've been doing. Right now, since it's the off season for football, the draft is coming up. I've been buying a lot of like Justin Herbert rookies, Jaden Daniel rookies, Josh Downs, Rashee Rice, like some of the big, like the kind of breakout players from the last couple of years. I'm trying to buy more of their stuff to hopefully be ready for the football season. It's hard to buy stuff in season, so I try to stick away from baseball right now because it's just the market fluctuates so much and everybody's trying to buy baseball right now. So I try to stay a couple months ahead and switch to the next sport. So right now I'm focusing mainly on football. And then when football comes around, I'll be focusing on probably hockey, maybe golf too. I've been watching a lot of I watched the Masters. I've been really liking the golf atmosphere too, so I might try to dabble in some of that. But always you always got to stay a couple months ahead on the sports cards, just to because everybody's focused on the sport that's currently going on. So if you can stay a couple months ahead and buy things that nobody else is buying at the time, you can get some crazy deals. And that's kind of been what my game plan has been for the past couple of months. So guys, that does it for the video. That covers everything we've been doing this month. It's been a crazy month. Again, I just appreciate each and every one of you sticking around, checking out the videos, interacting with the videos, checking out the whatnots. It really means a lot. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys enjoy this content, make sure you check out the rest of our playlists, the rest of our videos we got on the channel. And until next time, guys, we'll chat with you guys later. Make sure you tell someone you love them today. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.